From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back. Joining us now is Michelle from the Better Business Bureau, and today we're talking about finding the right tree trimming services. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. It's getting a little cooler, maybe.
Maybe. That's something we'll have
Maybe
to go
it's in my
yell
head.
at Andrew about.
Come on.
Yeah, so tell me, do tree trimming and removal companies require a license?
Not in Texas. In many states they do. However, it's still a good idea. It's a hazardous job, you know, and so whether you're trimming trees or you're dealing with chemicals or whatever, it is a good idea to hire a certified arborist to take care of this, because they're always trained on the newest techniques on tree trimming and removal, and so you do want somebody who is specialized in that.
Most definitely, yeah. And I mean, right now with all the storms we had, we're still dealing with stuff from the freeze.
That's right.
And so everybody's looking to cut back on those trees, so in case something happens again, they're not falling over.
Right. So you do want to, it is something you should take care of, but also realize that there are sometimes people that come through the area that are not there, that are just looking to take advantage of your situation.
Yes.
And so it's the same type of rules that you want to look out for as if you're hiring any kind of contractor. If somebody is using really high pressure sales tactics, then watch out for that. You know, if somebody doesn't want you to do research and think about this decision, because it can be an expensive decision, then you want to maybe look in other directions, right? If somebody requires you to pay cash up front or just to pay cash only, another red flag. If they don't have any company branded materials, you know, there's nothing on an invoice, they don't have a business card, they don't have markings on their vehicles, those types of things, if they don't have any of that stuff, then you do want to, again, do a little more research before you make that decision.
Most definitely. And I mean, people are always, it's so high right now, people just knocking on your door.
Yes.
And you just got to really be careful.
Yes, and that is a good way to seek out business, but again, if somebody doesn't want you to do some research and check them out a little bit, then you want to maybe steer clear of that.
Most definitely. What are some tips that you have for us?
So if you're, so that you can hire the best one, always get multiple bids so that you can compare apples to apples and see if that price range is, you know, you can see if they're about the same or, you know, what's the difference. If this one is higher, why is it higher? If you're hiring a certified arborist, it may be a little higher than if you're hiring somebody who doesn't have any kind of licensing whatsoever. The other thing you want to look for is make sure that they have insurance, proof of insurance. Your homeowner's insurance is not going to cover all of it, so make sure they have liability insurance and make sure they also have workers' comp.
Most definitely.
Finally, make sure they have a good track record. Go to bbb.org and make sure they have a history of doing good business with people, and that people have good experiences with that company. You want to make sure that they have that.
Yeah, and so how easy is it for them to go on your website and see that?
Super easy. You go to bbb.org. You can look them up by phone number, by name, you know, and so it should be pretty easy to take a look. And you can also you can type in that category and look for a list of businesses and make your choice from there. Always make an educated decision before you spend any money.
Most definitely. That's great tips, especially right now when everybody's trying to get everything done before we see if we're even going to have a winter this year.
Oh, we'll have one.
Yeah.
Will there be snow? I don't know. Andrew can tell us later.
Freeze, yeah. But no, it's always a pleasure when you join us and give us all these tips, and so we appreciate it.
Glad to do it. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be back with the second half of KETK's East Texas Live in about 2 minutes. Stay with us.